Sam's joining me now to have his say on this before we bring the panel out. Mate, a lot of controversy flying around this game. Talk to me, mate. Talk to me.
This is the first time there's absolutely zero footballing points to make out of a game of football. There is absolutely nothing to talk about when it comes to any footballing conversation. If you're a Tottenham fan celebrating this year, you're a disgrace. I'll be honest with you. There is nothing to celebrate here. You didn't deserve that win. Against 9 men, you needed an own goal to win at home. That's number one. Number two, this is the worst refereeing performance I've seen in my entire life. This is up there with Barcelona 08-09 against Chelsea. In the infamous Didier Drogba, this is a fucking disgrace. This is 100% the same exact thing that happened today. Curtis Jones is never a red. And I'm someone who doesn't usually talk about referees when it's my team. I come up here and I blame Klopp, I blame the players, I blame blah blah blah. This time or FSG. There's no need to blame referees. There's no need to blame players today. This is 100% on the referee. This is 100% on VAR. And this is what happens when you make idiots who do not know a fucking thing about football make decisions behind the monitor. Even when they showed back the Curtis Jones tackle, instead of them showing back the tackle, they showed the exact moment in which Curtis Jones hit the guy on the foot. He slipped. He cannot slide and amputate his left leg as he's sliding so he doesn't slip. Players slip on the football pitch. It's normal. It's a normal thing. And when he slipped, he ended up getting the guy with the tackle. Never a red. Never a red in a million years. Diaz's goal was onside. And what makes this more pathetic is they did not even take the time to even draw a line. They did not even take the time to look at it on a screen. Within 3 seconds, they made a decision. I can't make a decision in 3 seconds what I want to drink or eat. And the guy made a decision within 3 seconds that the guy was offside. That's the most blatant onside I've ever seen. They could have parked a car between Pedro Porro and Luis Diaz. And third of all, if the decisions were to be consistent, then Udogie should have been sent off because he tackled the guy badly and he fell on Gakpo's foot. Van de Ven is tackle on Gomez was a penalty. This was supposed to be one of the games of the season, and we got 100% done by the referees. This has fuck all to do with Tottenham Hotspur. If anything, this proves how shit Tottenham are today. The fact that you need to rely on an own goal to beat 9 men Liverpool shows how pathetic your football club is. I love the fact everyone loves Ange Postecoglou because he says mate and he's such a nice guy and shit. That does not change the fact that this today was nothing short of a robbery, and it shows that Tottenham Hotspur are not going to go anywhere in the long run. And the reason why they're not going to go anywhere is because they could have literally beat 9 men Tottenham. If you're a Spurs fan that's DMing me or trying to celebrate this win, what are you telling me, Hussam? You're a disgrace. What are you celebrating exactly? Are you part of are you celebrating the referee's performance? Because it's definitely not your club's performance that you're celebrating against 9 men. Against 9 men, and you needed the last second own goal to win the game. And you're coming at me going like, ha, ha, ha. What are you laughing about? That was 100% on the referees. And it has fuck all to do with Spurs, has fuck all to do with my players. And today's performance is a disgrace. The PGOML, for sure, are going to come off post-game and come and apologize and go like, oh my God, we're so sorry. Fuck your apology. Shove your apology where the sun don't shine. That referee should never referee a Premier League game ever again. And you remember, when I called out the referees when it wasn't my club, when it was a decision against other clubs, I came out and I called them out on straight facts. And this is why I call these referees out. There's a reason why they don't get English referees at the Euros. There's a reason why they don't like them in the Champions League games, because they're shit. And the people in the VAR who made those decisions, they genuinely need to lose their jobs because they're costing teams millions. What if we lose the league now by 3 points? What if we lose out on top 4 by 3 points? What if these 3 points that we were robbed of today, because we should have been 2-0 up with 11 men, affect us negatively? What if? See, because all these 3 points, they matter. They matter. I'm glad, the Premier League are so happy lotioning up Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham Hotspur. That doesn't mean they have to fuck over any other team that plays against them. So that's my thoughts on the game. This is the first time I've come on the terrace and moaned about referees this much. This is the first time I have 0 footballing points to make, because this game was ruined by the referee. And that's the ultimate reality. Curtis Jones shouldn't have been sent off, and the goal that we scored was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. See, the problem is they showed this to the referee. They didn't show the tackle. They didn't show the entire tackle. Look at his left foot. Clearly slipped. His eyes are even making contact with the ball all the way throughout. Tottenham Hotspur don't deserve this win. Don't deserve this win at all. They don't deserve this win at all.
Do you understand at all why they didn't draw the lines for this? Have you seen any kind of explanations online? Has there been anything that's come out since we've been live that explains for the first time in Premier League history why they haven't drawn, since VAR existed, they didn't draw the lines for Liverpool today?
No, there is no explanation. What are they going to say? Oh my God, we're so sorry. The PGML offers an official apology to Liverpool Football Club. Shove your apology down your throat. I don't give a fuck about your apology. I can see all the way from Jordan it's onside. You could park a car between Diaz and Pedro Porro. That's how onside that is. Clear onside. That right there would have been 2-1 to Liverpool with 10 men, not 9. And Curtis should have been sent off to begin with. Absolute disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Tottenham Hotspur don't deserve this win. They don't deserve this win. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. They don't deserve this win. I'm not here to argue with Spurs fans, because if I argue with one of them now, I'll end up cursing out his family or something. So I'm just going to keep calm. I'm going to go relax, because this is bullshit. I'll be honest with you.
I hear
By the
you.
way, I just want to say something before I head out. There were Man United fans in my chat who cannot stand Liverpool Football Club who are telling me, Hussam, you got robbed. That for me, like, you need to understand, Liverpool Man United's hatred trumps everything. When a Man United fan comes to me and tells me you got robbed, that tells me all I need to know. This was a full-on fucking robbery. And Spurs did not deserve a single point from today's game. Never mind all 3.
I need to show you something here that's just been sent through to me. Now, this is very, very interesting indeed. I'm waiting for this to load up on my screen. So it's been run through. I'm sorry, it didn't upload. Let me try and upload that again now. It might have worked now. 1 second, people. It should come up now for me. 62. It's calculated that it was onside by 62 centimeters. 62 centimeters onside, according to this particular graphic, Liverpool fans. This is, again, like I've said, this needs to be confirmed by FIFA approved or UEFA approved or FA approved technology. But this does need to be, in my opinion, investigated, because we need better decisions. But the problem that we have is, just look at this. This is from today. The left-hand side, Howard Webb coming out and apologizing for not disallowing this goal, for Akanji being in the eyesight. So when you read the article, eyesight of the goalkeeper. Today, this goal was conceded by Man United with 2 players in the goalkeeper's eyesight. The problem is, we are not even seeing referees learn from mistakes. We're not seeing VAR learn from its mistakes it's apologizing for, because weeks later it's doing the same thing. Now, I'm not going in as hard as you. Spurs won the game today, and there'll be another game in a few weeks that Spurs maybe lose because of these decisions. For me, this is deeper than my club versus your club. This is about football fans coming together. And I'd say this to Liverpool fans. If you want to make the decisions better, fight for Man United's offside goal today as well online. You can't just fight your own battles, because what happens every time is this. All your rivals go, fuck you, wee. And it gets ignored by the officials because they can, because no one cares about it. You have to be outraged about every incorrect decision, whether it benefits your club or hurts your club. This is the only way we get it fixed. If we only care when we lose, people put it down to sour grapes, bitterness, saltiness, and they say cry more. And I'm not suggesting you're doing that per se, Hussam. I get your anger, because I would be absolutely
But I
fuming.
called it out as well the last time it happened, remember? When it wasn't even my club. This is the thing. When I call out referees, I don't call them out for my own favor. I call out Premier League refereeing in general. How many times have I come up here and I've told you the referees are a disgrace in general? There is a problem with referees in this country. There is in the Premier League, there's a problem. And like Jordanian referees are better. Simple as. Simple as.
I understand where you're coming from, mate. Look, I know you've got to shoot because you've got your own stuff to crack on with. We're going to bring the panel out soon. Top man Hussam, thank you very, very much for coming on, bro. I really do appreciate that. We do.